with you, buddy. You know, I, I think it's kind of weird to think about the fact that my favorite franchise, I mean, it's not the fact that I'm not getting, like, deep story. I'm gonna get it now, but it's not gonna be in the same game that I'm gonna get the gameplay that I want. Essentially, it's gonna be like this. There's gonna be a game that I'm gonna play so I know what the fuck's going on in Sonic. And there's going to be another game that I'm going to play that has the gameplay that I want. You know what I mean? Like, there's... It's...
Well, and I also don't want a story that's too dark, right? So it's like, why can't it be simple? Like, I always liked SA2's kind of, like, rushed plot, but it was just enough to, like, crave you for action. Like, after Sonic and Shadow fight, like, Shadow, get off this island before it blows up. Blows up! And then Shadow just runs away. That's the whole cutscene. They just say 2 things. That's amazing. I love it. It's simplicity. That's it. That's all that happens in that cutscene. But it's really cool how the story is just... It's just going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It doesn't have to, it takes time. Information that isn't necessary. I understand, that is proof of Sonic being the... In SA2, when they were writing the story, they were aware, they're like, we can't do too much story, but we need enough for people who are older that can grasp story, but it has to be quick because there are people that don't want story, so we gotta get there quick. That's why lines are, like, really fast in SA2. Things are just happening really quick, and for those who can pick it up can, and for those who can't, don't have to wait very long to get into the next level. I loved it.
You know, I mean, here's the thing about Sonic that it would be a very modern change, and I know Nintendo will never do this with Mario, ever. Never, ever, ever. But in Sonic, I'd like to see a game that has no levels. I'm not saying that's how I prefer my Sonic games, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see a game that has no levels, that just has a world with objectives. Objectives that you have to do next in the story. If Sonic has to go save a little girl in the winter area, and he has to go through this path to do it, fine. But, like, if I'm not in that mission, and I wanted to go there to get some stupid upgrade or whatever, I want to be able to go there, too. Think of it like Grand Theft Auto. You get this world, and more of this world opens up as you complete more missions. It's not like you do a level and then you go to the next level, and if you want, you can revisit the old level by selecting it from a menu or by walking to it through the adventure field. Like, I want to be able to go to a level before the objective, and I want to be able to go to it after the objective. Like, I don't want there to be an order to it. I don't want levels to be more difficult than each other. Like, I want everything to be one world, and if the game really doesn't want me to go there, then just don't let me go there yet. But if I'm at a certain point in the game, then let me go there. But, you know, I'm saying, like, if there's a mission that wants me to go there, then let me go there and do the mission. But if I don't want to do the mission, then I can still go there and not do the mission. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be Sandbox, but I want there to be an adventure to it still, too. Does that make sense? Like, Jak and Daxter style. Like, give me a world and give me objectives, but don't make me go through levels that have a start and a goal ring. And even if there is a goal ring, make the goal ring go away once I get it, and then make it like a teleporter, like I can warp to every goal ring that I've collected, and then I could go from point A to B along these long stretches, these long highways, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, that's just me. That's just, like, something I'd like to see, because, you know...
I don't know if I necessarily buy levels. I feel like levels are okay, because it's almost a breakaway point for somebody to be able to step away if you don't want to play the game in a way that is all interconnected. They have a marking point of them going, okay, I've done that. I don't know if I like games going in the direction of where you step into a game and it's always the game, and it's all the game, and you play the game, and it sucks you in the game.
Now, is that because you don't like that style of game, or you don't like that style for Sonic?
No,
you said you've played Wind Waker and.
Listen, the thing. My opinion is that there should be an option on how you play a game, because a game should give the player as many choices as possible. And I think people are fooled into believing that you are given a choice when you're given the most open world as possible. There's this belief right now in video games that if you're given an open world, and the more things you can interact with and do, and the bigger the stages of your open world, the more choices you have, and the more control the video gamer has. But really, when you think about it, when you're given a world that's so large with so many possibilities, they are essentially controlling you and making you feel like you should spend all your time exploring that entire world. Because say I don't want to play a game that long. Say I don't want to explore. I should be given the choice to explore, which is where levels come in. Levels have a beginning and an end. If I want to play a game for one sit down, how am I going to do that with an open world? I can't do that. I could do a mission, sure, I could do a mission. But the thing is, missions are literally only to do this thing, as opposed to a level where you could do that thing in many different ways and experience an entire new environment each time that's designed completely different and has a different level gimmick. A mission is almost like only one element of all the complexities that is a stage. A stage has multiple routes, level gimmicks, design, music, all these things that you can experience and then be done with it. Put it down.
Well, here, have you ever played the game Tomba 2?
Nope.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
It's a side-scroller action-adventure game that was basically, it doesn't have levels, but it has like worlds. They're kind of like levels, but you can go back to them whenever you want, and they're all connected in some sense. They still kind of feel like levels because there is a entry point and an exit point from one to the next, but it doesn't start up and say level 1, like you don't select it from a menu and say, you know, go to level 1 like you would with City Escape or anything, you know.
So you can't just start at the beginning of that level? You have to get to it?
Well, I'm confused on what your question is. What do you mean?
Well, see, my ideal Sonic game is a Sonic Adventure format, where you can select just the stage, or you can go into City Escape, run around, explore, jump into that level because you can go to the Chow Garden because you chose that. Or go directly into the level, do time trials, be done with the game. You have the choice.